Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between viOLet and MarineLorD on Lerilak Crest. Alright, this is a TVT from IEM-10 Katowice, and let's get right on into it. In the bottom right side of Lerilak Crest, we have the red Terran player. It is MarineLorD. And in the top left of Lerilak Crest, we have the blue Zerg player. It is viOLet. So this is going to be a France versus Korea replay here. MarineLorD really set the world on fire in Nation Wars, man. Tell you what, if you haven't watched those replays, I'm going to put a link in the top right here, but he had an amazing show against Innovation, against other players from Korea representing his homeland, France, and ended up taking it home. So just amazing, amazing tear right now this Terran player is on. But man, viOLet is no slouch. viOLet is one of the scarier Zerg players on Earth right now. Just a fantastic macro player, fantastic micro potential. Just the ability to get there, get those surrounds, use those banelings, use those lurkers, get Nidus Worms up, multitasking all over the place, and just overrun the Terran player. But MarineLorD is no slouch, so I really don't know who to pick in this game. As it's a very standard opening hatch first here from a viOLet. Barracks with the gas for MarineLorD, which indicates a Reaper, although that gas is a little bit late. Tiny bit late. I'm not sure if he's planning on going for a Reaper at all based on the timing here. Looks like it's more going to be Marines from MarineLorD. And how does viOLet respond to that? Going for an extractor, going for a spawning pool, not scouting at all. So, I mean, it's hard to react to something when you don't know what's coming, which is why I wish pro players scouted a lot more. But you know what? They are so much better than I am. They can win games that are super difficult even without scouting, so I'm not going to complain. I'm such a... I'm off. I was off on that one. It is a Reaper indeed. Reaper coming out here, timing was perfect for MarineLorD. So Reaper's going to try to do some stuff. Again, a good Zerg player will have about 4 lings out, 2 sets of 2, and a couple of queens by the time that Reaper shows up. Should be able to chase it away, even if they don't have speed yet, as they will not, because the spawning pool is just now finishing. And how's the scouting going? The SCV is going to scout up here, and actually going to see the Overlord. Yes, going to know for sure where viOLet is, and the answer is in the top left, so the Reaper will be able to go exactly to the location of viOLet, heading cross positions. In production tab are 6 lings, actually, and 2 queens for viOLet, so 6 more than the usual 4. However, I'm not really worried about MarineLorD here. He should be able to keep the Reaper alive, just because slow lings can't actually catch a Reaper unless he stays on creep too long, and MarineLorD is too good to allow that to happen. Meanwhile, Factory coming up, second command center coming up too. It is a Reaper expand in name and indeed. And yeah, just trying to kill some lings here, and might be able to get a couple ling kills, take some shots, KD8 charge knocking one of those lings forward. Overlord just scouting on out, seeing exactly what is going on here, trying to see if the Reaper is going to go home possibly. And there's the Queen. It is time for the Reaper to head on out. The Creeper backs out, allows combat drugs to heal up, and just maybe we'll come back in for another run. I like the Overlord scouting here, seeing exactly what the Reaper is planning on doing. Sometimes the Reaper just runs out into the fog of war. You don't know the Reaper's going to sneak up over here somewhere. Just knowing where it is about half the battle in this situation. And actually, is he going to lose the Reaper? No, 4 hit points left on that Reaper. One more shot from the Queen would have killed it. But again, MarineLorD taking good care of his units. Combat drugs will heal that up, no problem. Starting the Great Wall of Supply Depots here. A little bit worried about some ling run-bys possibly. There's an inject. Perfect. Perfectly done, viOLet. APM to this point, over 300 for both players, playing super duper fast. Is viOLet going to go for that third hatch? Because right now, the Overlord scouts the command center, the orbital command, knows for sure. This is a 2-base from MarineLorD, not a 1-base play at all. And a third hatch is necessary, and there it is. There's the third hatch from viOLet, playing this extraordinarily standard. The question is, what is going to happen after the lair? Or is there going to be a Roach Warren before the lair? Nope, there's a lair. There's a lair popping right up there. Some Speedlings trying to do some stuff, but there are 2 Hellions and a Reaper out. 2 Queens at the top of this ramp should be enough to rebuff this attack, getting some shots off there. Wow, 1 Hellion, very, very low on health and does not regenerate like his friend the Reaper does. So we're going to try to get some harassment off here with 4 Hellions. In production there is a Banshee as well, and Cloak for Banshee. And there's that Roach Warren. Alright, so lair before Roach Warren from our Zerg player viOLet, trying to get some creep tumors down, able to get one of them down, and slowly getting burned alive is that Queen. Is there enough energy for a transfuse? There is. Could transfuse possibly. Not going to do it though. Might actually end up needing to, but no, did transfuse in midair. A midair transfuse. I've never seen that before. That was awesome. That was great. Gets knocked in the air from the KD8 charge and then transfuses. Oh, picks off a creep tumor. Good micro there from MarineLorD. Nicely done indeed. Every time I say micro and MarineLorD, it reminds me of Micro Machines. You ever play with Micro Machines? They're just little tiny model cars, mostly. Some trucks, like monster trucks too, but they were small. Really small. I used to take them to school when I was in 4th or 5th grade, kind of play with them on my desk when the teacher wasn't looking. Really, really great times. Another creep tumor sniped off. MarineLorD isn't really doing much damage to these queens. Might try to burn one alive if he can, but no. The speedlings come out on the creep if they get too close. Just trying to pick off creep tumors, trying to keep this creep spread from getting out of control. Are they going to... No, to transfuse, the clutch transfuse, but here comes the Banshee. Here comes the Banshee. The Banshee dancing back and forth here. Some roaches now taking shots from the Banshee overhead. Roaches are a good answer against this number of Hellions. Bouncing right on in. The cloaked Banshee is there. Overseer bouncing out and exploding out and morphing out. Why did I say explode there? I don't know. But the Banshee does manage to pick off a queen. Took some shots, though, from the other queen that she killed. Reinforcement queen comes right on in. Where the heck is that Overseer? There it is. There's the Overseer. Enough shots to kill the Banshee. No! No, survives with 5 hit points there. Wow. Good control again by MarineLorD. What has he lost so far? 2 Hellions. That's it. 2 Hellions he has lost. Not too shabby at all. Another Banshee coming up with Cloak. I don't know how effective that's going to be. There are definitely more queens in production. A couple queens down here already. One just about to pop there. Not sure where the Banshee can go. I mean, I guess maybe trying to kill... Oh, getting some creep tumors going after this queen here, but stabbing away, stabbing away. Queens can't take Banshees one-on-one unless there's a head start there, as the Banshee had against that queen. Spore Crawler coming up here, too. And how many kills does the Banshee have? 3. I think that counts. Creep tumors and drones, too. Two-shotting those drones. Finally, no, the Banshee lives again with 14 hit points. And again, MarineLorD getting the absolute maximum out of his units as necessary. Pooping some creep over here to make sure it's not an easy expansion for MarineLorD, but 2 base in it so far. Is there a 3rd command center? There is. I'm staring right at it. 3rd command center going to be an orbital command. Probably going to try to land here, but once again, the poop creep is a bit of an annoyance. It does recede more quickly in Legacy of the Void. It expands more quickly with creep tumors, but it actually shrinks more quickly too. So if you're a Terran player and this happens in LOTV, don't worry about it. Just kill the Overlord, make a move, and you'll be able to land your base soon enough. This is a lot of Hellions. I'm going to predict Hellbats here. Is there an armory? I should say those things if I see an armory. And I do not. Alright, so definitely just going to be Hellions, probably for map control. So a Banshee Hellion play. I've had this kill me before on the ladder, as the Marines do take down this Overlord. It's really difficult micro situations. These roast up all of these lings in the world. Pretty good against queens too, but the roaches just ignoring the damage from the Banshees, trying to stay on creep, trying to make sure if the Hellions get too close, they do get destroyed. They're slowly whittling down those numbers, but the number of roaches are going down too. 10 more roaches in production. Another Overseer being morphed on in speed. Not speed. What is that? Tunneling claws. What? Going for burrow roaches. Not bad here. Actually against Terran, and a scan to see what is going on. These 3 queens. The 3 Banshees don't really want to engage too closely at all, but a lot of roaches are dying to these Banshees. That is a total number of 9 roaches that have been killed so far, but Hellions are starting to get destroyed here too. 10 total Hellions destroyed. And there's the burrow move. Oh, the burrow move from viOLet. Is he going to try to kill these Hellions or try to sneak up? Maybe go for this front door here. Overseer checking this out, seeing exactly what's going on. Not much can shoot up. You'll notice from MarineLorD. And was that a scan? Might have been a scanner. They popped up and killed some Hellions there. But either way, the roaches are on the offensive now, allowing viOLet to take a 4th base. Another group of Hellions heading up the top side of the map, though, and the burrow roach is going to try to get in and kill some stuff. This is enough, actually, to kill that bunker. And this is not a planetary fortress. The Banshees are very useful, too, in the space defense situation. There's a nice liftoff there by MarineLorD, not allowing the roaches through. They cannot tunnel under buildings unless they're lowered, which I just thought about. That's weird. How do they tunnel through a supply depot that's lowered but not one that's raised? What's the difference there for tunneling? I don't know. So these roaches pretty much provided no benefit at all, except for the fact... Oh, there we go. Nice queen wall here, actually taking out a couple of those Hellions. Creep tumor is allowed to finish here. There's the Hellbat transformation going after this base. And a Liberator coming up too. Is this basically a mech play by MarineLorD? I don't know if I've seen this from him very much. Wow, they're going to take down this hatch. They're going to get this hatchery with Hellbats. There's the forced cancel. Roaches do show up, but they're a little bit too late. I think that all the Hellbats are going to die. Another attack up here with Banshees going after yet another hatchery. Can they kill another hatch here? They're going for the hatch. They're not going for the drones at all. Is it going to be enough? What's coming up to try to defend against this? The queens, they're too slow. They are too slow. Oh, viOLet. viOLet going to lose that base here. These roaches actually did manage to sneak on in. They're trying to get this command center. At the same time, it's a lot of action, and the hatch does end up falling there. The Banshees go home, having killed a base. They're very proud of themselves. The missile turret revealing the location of these burrowed roaches, and the Liberators used for defender mode to snipe them down. 85 damage per hit. Kabloo, kabloo, kabloo. Yeah, so burrowed roach doing okay at this point. 12 workers were killed, 6 drones, and 12 SCVs killed to this point. Another group of burrow roaches sneaking in, some changelings mixed in here too to see what's going on. And this is a lot of banshees. A lot of banshees. A lot of corruptors in production though for viOLet. 7 on the way. Infestation pit coming up too. +2 ship weapons. Wow. MarineLorD really committing to this play, this kind of sky toss play with Hellbats mixed in. Actually, how many Hellbats are left? 0? Exactly 0. So it's 9 Liberators, 9 Banshees. Oops, 6 Hellions though. Here they are trying to sneak on into this base, but no, a lot of roaches, a lot of queens. Trying to get out of there. 3 of them. 3 of them managed to escape. Trying to get another roach attack here, but the Banshees at the front door. Just such effective base defense. Sneaking through, using that roach speed to get out of the defender mode circles, going after more and more SCVs here. SCV count is not looking very healthy at all for MarineLorD, down to 65 versus 76. Not where you want to be against the Zerg player. Another group of roaches trying to sneak on into this area. But again, another group of Banshees just destroying them as well. Defender mode circle is... There's the burrow, and there's the sneak through. Oh, there's an area. There's a way for those roaches to get on through there. These roaches are actually managing to kill more SCVs than I would expect. The Banshee's finally cleaning those guys up. There is a missile turret here. Got to be careful, burrow roach. You are discovered. Might as well pop out and start to kill some of these SCVs, but deciding not to, instead microing these roaches to hang out in a very sweet spot where they cannot be spotted without a scan. There's the scan. Basically forcing MarineLorD to use scans instead of call down mules, which is kind of a win for the Zerg player. The fewer mules, the weaker the economy is for MarineLorD, and the better it is for viOLet. Missile turret coming up here too. And there's the Hive. There's a Spire. 6 more Corruptors. Vipers coming up too. So 9 Corruptors and a couple Vipers is pretty much going to be the army, the defensive army here. Man, a couple Parasitic Bombs against those Liberators would be amazing. Trying to get on in there with the Corruptors. Do they have any armor upgrades at all here? The answer is no, not yet. I would like to see that for sure. The Banshee's killing most of everything on the ground, doing a pretty good job of it, but the Corruptors are living. Corruptors actually forcing a full retreat here from MarineLorD. Group of Hellions trying to sneak on in. Great reaction time by viOLet, though. Not allowing those drones to get roasted up too easily, but they are sort of lined up, kind of clumped up here, too. Not a great look at all. Trying to split. There's the burrow. Oh, the burrow after 5 have already died, though. The Sky Toss army mixing in here. Are they going to get the Viper? Oh, they get the Viper. They get the Viper here. Corruptors trying to... What are they trying to target here? I guess they're going after the Liberators, slowly whittling down this Liberator number. The total number of Liberators out is 1, and we're going to make that 0 very soon. That's it. No Liberators left. viOLet has lived to win another day. And all that's left here are some Banshees, which are terrible against Corruptors because they can't shoot from air to air. You'd think they could just kind of angle their missile launchers towards an air target, but no, only air to ground. Taking another base here, though, is MarineLorD. The Corruptors flying around might just be able to throw down Caustic Spray to kill that base. Another group of Hellions sneaking up here, too. In production, there are some Roaches on the ground. 4 Vipers on the way here. Roaches intercepting perfectly, taking out 2 Hellions immediately here. Plus 2 armor on these ground units. And how are we doing with air upgrades? Not any whatsoever. Actually getting the... Is that, yeah, Pneumatized Carapace. Hellbats forcing another cancel on this base, are trying to do it. Only 4 of them. This is enough Roaches, I think, to clear them out. The Banshee's trying to sneak into this base, too. Not great positioning on that Spore Crawler. And all of these drones going to die. 6, 7 drones killed. Where are the Corruptors? Here they are trying to sneak on in. What's the speed on these Corruptors? 4.13, 3.85. So they can be chased down and found if they can be seen. And the Banshees finish off this base too. So Banshee play here from MarineLorD. This is an insane game. I've never seen a Terran player go this many Banshees, this many Liberators against a Zerg before. And there's 8 Mutas in production now too. 2 Liberators. Kind of go ahead and try to deal with that. Banshees again sniping down workers where they can, taking a couple shots there. Parasitic Bomb being thrown down on a couple of the Banshees. Another attack here with another Banshee going after more and more drones here. Another Parasitic Bomb on top of these units. The Mutas flying right on in, sniping 1 down. And Corruptors taking this Banshee out. And this one is still alive with 4 total kills. Now 31 drones have been killed compared to 18 SCVs, and viOLet has definitely been on the defensive for the last 5 minutes or so. 20 drones killed recently. Not a good look. Not a good look as the Zerg player, but still up 65 to 64 Harvesters. Has another base going up here, turning into quite the macro-style game. Still finding time to poop creep over on this base while defending for his life. Units lost again. Let's see, we already looked at that one. APM? Nope, that's active forces. APM. There it is. Big attack here. Nope, Hellions trying to run around here. APM, over 300 for both of these players thus far throughout the game at the 15-minute mark. Or 14.5-minute mark. We are close enough. Production tab, where'd you go? There you are. Greater Spire on the way for viOLet. throwing down 2 expansions at the same time, 1 and 2. 187 to 187 total supply, but again, I think viOLet just has the better composition. Corruptors are exactly what you want. Oh, Corruptor Viper is exactly what you want against this composition. Trying to split the Liberators, so Parasitic Bomb is not as damaging. Not as damaging as it possibly could be here. The Liberators don't really want to engage either. They really don't want to engage. A Changeling trying to sneak around, see what he can see what they can see. Changelings, I guess, don't have determinate genders, I'd argue. And the Roaches sniping down a lot of these Hellions. The Hellions just trying to get on in and kill workers, but so many of them died, but there's still a bunch of them left. Sneaking on in here with, again, splitting as best as possible with the Liberators. But Parasitic Bomb is tossed down anyway on both groups. 3 groups of Liberators individually get Parasitic Bomb. Pretty good splits. However, from MarineLorD and the Corruptors just trying to finish off everything that is left here. They're doing an amazing job against these Liberators that are already greatly weakened by that Parasitic Bomb. Any upgrades? No, still no upgrades on the Corruptors. I'd like to see an upgrade there, especially on armor, but if he doesn't need it, then you know what? Who am I to complain? Roach is trying to kill stuff on the ground. Their Banshee count a little bit too high to let that happen, but they're starting to get slowly whittled down using the Abduct ability on the Banshees, taking them out. Oh, man, not looking good at all here for MarineLorD, but another swell of Liberators shows on up. A huge Parasitic Bomb, though, trying to split out. Can they do it? Oh, Vipers. Vipers, why are you A-moving? Vipers, get out. Vipers run. Vipers are all completely gone. Roach is on the ground starting to kill stuff here too. Banshee trying to take down the Greater Spire all by herself. Defender mode circles thrown up everywhere. A lot of Liberators very good against that ancient ground. The Roach is trying to sneak on in, find an area to attack, and they find one. They find one for sure. They take down the missile turret and burrow. Seems very possible indeed. Can they get the command center? They're going to be able to get it unless there's a repair that comes up, and no repair. They get the command center. Corruptor's trying to fly on here, but how is that Corruptor count looking? So they're still 15. So I don't know where they are right now, but this base is completely being devastated by viOLet. MarineLorD is only down to basically 1 mining base here. I guess it did expand here again. And holy smokes, Hellions sneaking up here again. Hellbats looking for stuff to kill, but no drones there. No drones at all. Still trying to look for them. The Roach is trying to find an area where they are not under assault. Missile turret is going to burn down. I'm not sure that MarineLorD is going to be able to save it. No, he doesn't save it. He doesn't save it. The Roaches can escape. Hellbats still just going right up against Roach. Upgrades looking okay. Not amazing to this point, but the Roaches do survive burrowing, which puts them in a greater healing perspective. Burrow Roaches again sneaking around, trying to kill some stuff, being followed by pretty much the entire army for MarineLorD. It's 141 to 122 total supply. The Roaches are cleaned up. And again, the infestation is gone to this point. Is there, what the, Swarm Host? When did viOLet go Swarm Host? So using Swarm Host to try to take down this planetary fortress, which is normally good if you have more than one. If you have like a 8 or 9, you can probably snipe down a planetary fortress in one fell swoop. But as it stands, 1 Swarm Host turns out is not enough. And is not particularly susceptible to Hellions, but surprisingly, that does happen. Where is this? More Roach attacks. viOLet is everywhere. viOLet is swarming this up with Burrow Roaches like there's no tomorrow. Burrow Roach, Burrow. Burrow Roach. 1 hit point. No, does not burrow. Does not burrow. There's a missile turret there anyway, so I don't think it really mattered. Another large group here of Corruptors, Overseers, and Vipers. Any Vipers here this time? No, I think it's just Corruptors. Man, he did lose all of those Vipers in that earlier battle. 8 total Vipers were killed. There are still 5, though. There's still 5 around here somewhere. Defender mode used on these Roaches. viOLet just basically being as annoying as humanly possible. MarineLorD says, you know, I'm going to expand everywhere. How about that? How about I just expand as much as I can? Roaches trying to kill these Hellions. Just, I haven't seen this many Hellion run-by attempts since Heart of the Swarm. It's crazy talk. Again, not much to kill here because these workers are burrowed. Oh, gets the scan up. Gets the scan at the last second. MarineLorD sees exactly what is going on there. Goes after these drones that are just trying to hide under the ground and not bother anybody. So all the Hellions do get destroyed. But 7 drones lost their lives at the same time. Another Liberator gets killed. There's the +1 attack upgrade. The air units, +1 flyer attack is here. Another Parasitic Bomb group. There's the Parasitic Bomb used on the Vikings. And Overseers flying on in here too. Corruptor trying to take those guys out. Another Parasitic Bomb is the hit. There's the hit. Oh, perfect split though. Perfect split by MarineLorD. Are the Corruptors enough to handle this on their own? I think they might be, especially with the split there. But the splash damage is so dangerous. Another attack up here with Roaches though. viOLet everywhere at once. Another Hellbat attack getting cleaned up. There are 4 battles happening at the same time right now. Another Parasitic Bomb. Not the greatest splits at all, but still enough to keep his units alive. Roaches taking down engineering base, taking down supply depots. MarineLorD is not supply blocked. It's 131 to 172, but viOLet is up 187 to 131. Roaches, can they get through this wall? They're going to try to do it, taking out a couple SCVs there. More and more workers are dying. The Roach counterattacks are the MVPs of this game. They're absolutely nuts. Look at them go. They don't care how many of them die. Kind of the same thing with these Hellions, sneaking right on in. Hellbats in the middle of another drone line. Still no static defense for viOLet, but you know what? Up 85 to 51. I'm not sure how much he cares. Corruptors flying on in, taking another expansion. These Roaches are still alive. Still alive, taking out refineries, taking out supply depots. Defender mode circles are tossed on up here. I'm not sure how much attention is being paid to this point. Another attack here from Hellbats going after another base, but I think there are enough Roaches to clean that one up. Caustic spray being used on the planetary fortress. You can't really repair through that. You cannot. Trying to get it, but look at that. Dying so quickly. There goes the planetary fortress. The Corruptors now are free to attack the parasitic bombs liberators, and they're all completely gone too. 164 to 116 total supply. Trying to make this thing work is MarineLorD, but it's lost so many Banshees. So many liberators have died. And the Roach hit squads keep coming. They keep coming. The multitasking for viOLet is insane in this game. But look at that, actually taking out a lot of the Corruptors. How many are remaining to this point? There's one Corruptor left. Interesting. 169 to 107 total supply. 14 Lings in production, 8 Corruptors in production as well. This base is completely under assault. A complete mess. The long distance mining for the SCV is not really working out that well. This base completely under lockdown too. So both players are losing so much to this point. The Burrow Roach is consistent throughout this game. Yeah, finally MarineLorD realizes I'm long distance mining into a death trap right now. These Roaches are destroying me. No attack upgrades on them, but still, it turns out to be enough. Banshee's trying to go after this hatch. 63 to 25 total harvesters. Main base in a lot of trouble right here. Going after production facilities, going after supply depots. Again, not enough to supply block MarineLorD, but at 133 available supply, he can't max out anytime soon. More and more drones are getting killed here. A single Corruptor shows up. It's enough to shoo away the Banshees. This base up and running. A Ling run by, trying to accomplish something. I don't know what. But walking through defender mode circles, a couple Banshees do die to the newly formed Corruptor Brigade. Long distance mining here is MarineLorD again. 22 minutes into this game does not look good. Doesn't look good for our French hero. The Lings finally being able to do something here. Taking down a missile turret. Going after an orbital command here. MarineLorD refuses to give up. Whew! Refuses to give up here. Liberator setting up a defender mode circle, going after Roaches. Roaches are dying. Banshee here with 2 kills, trying to kill that extractor, and is going to be able to get it, but it is 125 to 79 total supply. Lings have taken down this base completely. Both the refineries are going to explode, and they do. This Hellbat gets destroyed before it can flamethrower and roast up those drones. And are we taking a break? No, MarineLorD refuses to take a break, using another Liberator defender mode circle to take down as many workers as possible here. Banshees, and nope, the Corruptor Brigade shows right on up. Goodbye, Liberator. Bam, one shot there. Goodbye, Banshee. A little bit too slow. A little bit too slow. Bam, dead too. Liberator still trying to do what it can. Another small Ling counterattack, sneaking on in to kill stuff. I guess add-ons? Add-ons are pretty good. Nope, sneaking right on into the main base to go directly after... What are we attacking? What are you attacking here? Oh, going after the fusion core and a expired refinery. All right. So MarineLorD pulling back to a defensive position here with his Liberators. So many Liberators. How many? 13. How does he still have 13 Liberators? He's lost 40. 40 Liberators have been destroyed to this point. Caustic spray being used on rocks. Haven't seen that before, and there are the Broodlords. 136 to 190 total supply. 3 Broodlords in production here. Banshee taking down yet another hatch. How many hatches would that be? That'd be the 3rd hatch killed to this point in the game by MarineLorD, but not going to happen. Sorry, Banshee. You are the little Banshee that could, or little Banshee that couldn't. Burrowed Zerglings preventing the landing of that orbital command. Still long distance mining here. Another attack here with Hellbats roasting up more and more of them drones. Going after this hatch to kill it for the 2nd time. I don't know how much viOLet cares, though. He might just sack that base, try to kill this, and he's basically won. So I think he's going to set on up. He knows the Broodlords are too slow to really respond to dealing with this. Sends a couple Roaches over, but I'm not sure if it's actually enough to get there. Upgrades. Both players are getting armor upgrades, but no attack upgrades to this point. And here come the Broodlords. Broodlords sneaking right on in. The Liberator is not a bad choice against Broodlords, but there are so many Corruptors and Vipers waiting behind, waiting for the Liberators to sneak on in here that I just don't think that MarineLorD's going to feel very good about it, but he has to. He is under siege from these Broodlords. He's going to try to sneak in from the top and trying to kill the Corruptors first, actually. There's the Parasitic Bomb. One Liberator dies. Another great Parasitic Bomb on those. He's good split, though, by MarineLorD again. So, yeah, he's doing an amazing job splitting on this Parasitic Bomb attack, but it's not enough. It is not enough. The Broodlords, are they still alive? No. Did he take down the Broodlords with those Liberators? I think he might have. Yeah, 3 Broodlords are dead. So the Liberators did fairly well there. Caustic Spray being used on this base. The repair coming up from MarineLorD. 200 minerals in the bank. And that's it. A GG from MarineLorD. MarineLorD is defeated. viOLet is victorious. And MarineLorD has left the game. Woo! That was a good one. That was an amazing TVZ. I loved the strategy by MarineLorD. It almost worked out for him. It really did. The Banshee, Liberator, Hellion type play, pretty difficult to deal with as a Zerg player, but the perfect compositional response was Corruptor Viper. That's what viOLet went for, immediately went for once he realized what was going on, and was just everywhere. He was defending. MarineLorD was super aggressive in so many bases. Look at this. Units lost tab. 90 drones were killed. 107 SCVs, 19 Banshees, 60 Hellions, 31 Hellbats, 51 Liberators killed. And viOLet lost 8 Mutas, 20 Lings, 3 Broodlords, 126 Roaches, 44 Corruptors, 12 Vipers, and a Swarm Host and a Pear Tree. Just incredible losses on both sides here. Resources lost, 28,300 minerals lost, 11,000 gas lost for viOLet, 30,400 minerals lost, and 10,000 gas lost for MarineLorD. So to that point, it's fairly even, but just too many bases, too much compositional benefit here for viOLet. MarineLorD was forced to tap out, but good game there today. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.